Hi, I'm here to talk to you about why you should all spay and neuter your pets. A lot of people like to say that, like, oh, I don't really need to spay or neuter my pets. They don't go outside. They won't come in contact with any other animals. But what's important to realize is that, unfortunately, God forbid, things do happen, and sometimes animals do get out, and they do come in contact with certain strays. And when they come in contact with stray animals, they could obviously reproduce litters of cats could have up to 2 litters a year of 4 to 6 kittens, and dogs can have, about 1 a year of 4 to 6 puppies. Right now, it's pretty much impossible to estimate just how many stray animals that there are in the United States, but they do say that there's approximately at least 70 million stray cats alone. Obviously, strays don't live nearly as long and healthy lives as our companion pets do. They don't have a constant source of food and shelter and a place to go when it's raining. And also what's important to remember is that the cost of spaying and neutering your dog or cat is actually less than it would be if your cat or dog were to get pregnant and raise 1 litter for at least a year. And so if your pet does get out and unfortunately does have an unwanted litter, one thing that could happen to these puppies or kittens is that they could end up in a shelter. And shelters are, pretty much perceived to be great. Obviously, they take care of animals, but only for a certain amount of time, unfortunately. About 7.6 million dogs and cats enter shelters every year, and 2.7 million of these animals don't make it out. Of all the animals that enter the shelters, twice as many enter as strays as compared to those that are given up by their owners. And then again, only about half of these animals are actually adopted out in this year. And speaking from personal experience, my family and I are a foster family for the local nonprofit organization named Perfect Friends. These are just some of the cute little kittens that they have rescued for the past couple of years. It's run by an amazing woman. Her name is Nancy Mealor, and what she does is she goes into these local shelters and she rescues kittens. And it's a great, amazing thing to do, but I can't even imagine what it must be like to go in there and have to pick which cats she wants to take and which cats she has to leave. And what my family does is we'll allow her to actually take out more because she's not limited to her own homes. There's my family and then a couple others who take kittens off of her hands and raise them until they get adopted. And my family has 4 cats of our own, and they've all actually been adopted from Nancy. And I can't even imagine what would have happened if she wasn't there and to rescue my little cats from the shelter. And if you have a heart of steel and haven't been convinced by our cute little babies right here, there are benefits for your own pet as well. Your dog and cat will actually live a longer, happier life if they are spayed or neutered, just because they have a reduced urge to go out and roam, to obviously find a mate and reproduce. And there's also a significant decrease in the risk of cancer, including uterine and breast cancer in female dogs and cats, which actually can be very fatal. Your dog and cat will have the reduced urge to spray inside of the house, which is also a major plus. And most dog bites are by dogs that are unneutered, so there is a significant drop in aggression by male dogs. So in conclusion, what have we learned? Well, there are obviously a very strong chance that puppies and kittens of unwanted births can unfortunately end up homeless on the streets or in shelters where they don't have a very strong chance of getting out. If you do spay and neuter your dog or cat, there is a significant drop in the amount of stray animals in the area and also in the shelters. And you will also have a significant increase of a positive behavior and happiness in your dog and cat. Thank you.